You get messages from yourself all the time. What you do with that information when you receive it can make a huge difference in your life. In this video, I'll show you some ways that you can be a better listener to yourself. Hi again, I'm Joan, and this channel is about balancing life. You know how it can be when you set a new goal for yourself. You want to create a new habit, a healthy one, or let go of an old habit, an unhealthy one. And at first, let's call it the honeymoon phase, is, full of gusto, full of enthusiasm and excitement and, real motivation. You're going to make this happen. And as time goes by, sometimes that enthusiasm and motivation can wear off a little bit. And actually, after another while, sometimes even finding any motivation at all can become next to impossible. But what if there's a message in there within your behavior? What if you're actually receiving a message about what you want? Or another way to put it is what you might actually need. The thing is, your body provides you with clues, physical clues about what you actually want and need all the time. It can be tempting to get nearly almost violent towards yourself in the pursuit of self-improvement, whether it be, let's say, losing weight or being more productive or getting up earlier every day. It can be tempting to keep getting better, keep pushing ahead, no matter what, to achieve the goal. Of course, I agree that having a healthy lifestyle is a positive thing. I'm not saying that. And of course, accountability and responsibility are good things. But sometimes the pursuit of self-improvement can run the risk of being done harshly, as though it's a matter of conquering your natural responses to what might be a stressful reaction to an unrealistic expectation. If you're getting the same result over and over again, the same message that this approach isn't working, could it be possible that it might be time to consider investigating what's going on and maybe see if there's a slightly different way of doing things? So to be clear here, I'm not saying don't get healthier and don't eat better and don't meditate. What I'm saying is that if you keep running into the same obstacles every time you try to set up a new healthier habit, for example, or give up an old unhealthy habit, maybe it might help to ask yourself a few questions. So the first question is the resistance you're feeling really a resistance to the improvement you're trying to make? Or is it possible that it's your body's way of telling you that maybe the timelines that have been set are unrealistic, or the expectations that have been set are maybe not even your own, but someone else's? Look at the goals you're setting yourself. Are they realistic? Are they easy to weave into your life to decrease resistance? And the biggest question I'd ask is, are they kind? And I mean, are they kind to yourself? Are you being kind to yourself? You've got a lot of tools at your disposal, like, for example, your common sense. Rather than assuming that you're lazy for not wanting to, let's say, live up to the goal that you've set yourself, maybe it's slightly different than that. Maybe it's that you are impatient in reaching the goal too soon and setting yourself unrealistic targets. A lot of things are a marathon rather than a sprint, right? And you might get the same result, but in a slightly longer time. Could that be what's causing resistance? It's not necessary to change things completely and set whole new goals, but gather some information for a while. This is interesting data. The purpose of this is to get to know your patterns, and the quickest way to get to know your patterns is to listen to your responses. You can observe and get to know better how you receive messages from yourself by checking in with how you're feeling. When you pay attention to your body, it gives you physical clues as to whether or not something is right for you. Now, I'm not promising you that after doing this, you'll automatically feel like doing the new things you're setting out to do. You won't necessarily jump out of the bed the moment the alarm goes off at 5 a.m. But it's more a case that if both your mindset and your body are working together for something, it's more of a team effort rather than a battle of one against the other, where it becomes a little easier when both your mind and your body are on the same side and they're working together. It's really great if you have developed skills of listening to yourself, listening to your intuition through silence and meditative practice. That's not always everybody's forte, and you can actually learn a lot about yourself very quickly by tuning into your feelings. It's just that sometimes you're in the habit of suppressing those feelings to try and plow ahead and get things done. But sometimes if you bring your responses, your physical responses into the game, you can bring your inner wisdom and the wisdom of your body into your decision-making process. If you start with small decisions and then build on it, my guess is that you'll find that you have been far more aware of your physical responses than you realised, but maybe we're in the habit of suppressing them in case they'd get in the way of you reaching a specified goal. So remember, check in on yourself and what you're physically feeling. Check in on your gut reaction. Notice what you're feeling when you're trying to do a specific thing. What feels right, what doesn't feel right. And trust yourself to try a thing and tweak it and try again and adjust until you've found a way that your whole being can buy into, your mind and your body and your soul. That's when motivation starts coming from inside, and it doesn't feel like such a struggle or such a battle or such a fight with yourself. If you would like to learn more about slowing down life in general, check out my other video linked here about cultivating a slow lifestyle so you can hear yourself more clearly. Give this a go and let me know if you have any wisdom on this in the comments below. I'd really like to hear. And in the meantime, as always, thank you so much for watching.